Determinism, Freedom, Psychopathy. Written by J.M. Kuczynski. Narrated by Mitchell Johnson. Determinism, Freedom, and Psychopathy by J.M. Kuczynski, Ph.D. 1. Determinism in relation to the debate between materialism and dualism. An event system is deterministic if it obeys laws that, given the system state at any given point in time, fix the system state at all later points in time. The physical world is a deterministic system. In any case, it's very nearly so, and in this context, we'll assume that it is. Later, we'll drop the assumption. This means that the world itself is a deterministic system to the extent that it's physical. There are both physical and mental entities. Anything that involves thought or feeling is mental. Anything that does not, but is spatio-temporal, in other words, is in space or time, is physical. So beliefs, intentions, and regrets are mental, and rocks, trees, and explosions are physical. It is an open and delicate question how the mental and physical are related. Some hold that mental entities are identical with certain physical entities, presumably neural events or structures. This position is known as materialism. Others deny this, saying that the mental is non-physical. This position is known as dualism. If materialism is right, then the mental world is just part of the physical world. So if E is some experience that you either have had, are having, or will have, then given the way the world was 10 million years ago, the state of the universe 10 million years ago made E's occurrence inevitable. Whatever you decide to do today is an inevitable consequence of the way the world was 1 million years ago. Supposing that the physical world is deterministic, and supposing also that materialism is right, it's hard to see how there could be free will. If the state of the universe 1 million years ago completely settled what choices I would make today, then presumably I couldn't make any choices other than those that I do make. And it would seem that, under those circumstances, I don't have anything resembling freedom of choice. In a moment, we will find that some case can be made that one may have a kind of freedom in a deterministic world. But let's hold off on that for a moment and talk right now about the relationship between indeterminism and freedom. 2. Free will in an indeterministic world? Because of the apparent irreconcilability of materialism with the presumption that we are free, some believers in free will accept dualism, while others accept materialism but reject determinism. Let's consider both options, starting with the first. First of all, supposing that there is indeterminism in the world, it doesn't necessarily mean that our mental processes aren't determined. If the atomic processes making up some rock happen to be indeterministic, that doesn't mean that your brain or mind aren't deterministic. So, the indeterminism must be in the right place. What is that place? Where must the indeterminism be if our choices are to be made freely? The indeterminism must relate to the processes involved in making choices. For if the mechanisms of which our choices are results are deterministic, then our decisions are as determined as anything else. Thus, a free person's choices are undetermined. But a choice that isn't predetermined by anything isn't predetermined by any facts about one's personality, and a choice of the latter kind is not the one we would have any inclination to regard as free. A short story may illustrate my meaning. Smith is walking along. All of a sudden, he decides to become a pilot. This decision has no basis in his personality. He never liked flying. He already has a career that he enjoys and depends on. So it would be inconvenient for him to become a pilot, and he would derive no pleasure from it. He knows all of this. Nonetheless, he makes this choice. It just
Sample complete. Ready to continue?